Who has the best transactional funding rates? We're going to take a few moments and look at the best transactional funding companies. The first one is BestTransactionalfunding.com versus TransactionalfundingFL.com. The information has been derived from their websites on August 6, 2017. Their rates or condition of funding can change, so check first before you assume anything or use any particular funding source. Example 1, $20,000 funding needed. What is the cost using BestTransactionalfunding.com? Their minimum fee up to $115,000 is $2,000 plus a $495 back-end processing fee equals $2,495 or 12.47% on the $20,000 funding needed. What about the cost of using TransactionalFundingFL.com? Their fee is $20,000 times 1% is $200 plus a $50 wire fee equals $250 or 1.25% total. What's the dollar difference? A $2,245 savings per transaction using TransactionalFundingFL.com. Example number 2, a $100,000 funding needed. What is the cost of using BestTransactionalfunding.com? Their minimum fee up to $115,000 is $2,000 plus a $495 back-end processing fee equals $2,495 or 2.49%. What is the cost of using TransactionalFundingFL.com? $100,000 times 1% is $1,000 plus a $50 wire fee equal $1,050 or 1.05%. What's the dollar difference? A $1,445 savings per transaction using TransactionalFundingFL.com. Example number 3, $140,000 funding needed. What is the cost of using BestTransactionalFunding.com? 1.75% plus a $495 back-end processing fee is equal $140,000 times 0.175 is $2,450 plus the $495 or $2,945, which equals 2.1%. What is the cost of using TransactionalFundingFL.com? $140,000 times 1% is $1,400 plus a $50 wire fee is equal to $1,450 or 1.03%. What's the dollar difference? A $1,495 savings per transaction using TransactionalFundingFL.com. A quick summary of the 3 funding examples. In the following comparison table, BEST refers to BestTransactionalfunding.com and TFFL refers to TransactionalFundingFL.com. $2,245 for the $20,000 funds needed, $1,445 on the $100,000, and $1,495 on the $140,000 needed. This amount of savings can pay part or all of your closing costs on at least one leg of an A to B and B to C transaction. The double asterisk on the word BEST above indicates that on the BestTransactionalFunding.com website, the funding fee for 2 to 5 days is 3.5% instead of 1.75%. However, their website also indicates they have completely stopped doing 30, 60, or 90-day extended transactional funding, and neither does TransactionalFundingFL.com. What about a proof of funds? TransactionalFundingFL.com offers investors a twofold approach to satisfying your seller's financial requirements. Verified proof of funds, or VOD, actual bank statement, no cost whatsoever, while BestTransactionalFunding.com charges $595 for their VOD. You'll also receive a letter of credit, LOC, indicating a credit limit up to which you will be approved for one or multiple properties instead of getting a single LOC for a particular property. No cost whatsoever. What else do you get from TransactionalFundingFL.com? Access to extensive actual deals showing HUD closing statements for the A to B and B to C transactions on all types of sales, probates, REOs, divorces, short sales, bankruptcies, and on and on. All of these examples can be seen at www.transactionalfundingfl.com. No hidden or junk fees whatsoever. No upfront or back-end fees. Your complete cost is 1% plus a $50 wire fee paid at the closing of the B to C leg with no minimum fee. Transaction TransactionalfundingFL.com currently funds in Florida and Georgia. How do we charge so little? Very frankly, we use our own money and we do not pay referral fees except to licensed mortgage brokers. So if you're thinking about referring someone, would you rather refer them the lowest possible rate or a much higher rate and get a 10% referral fee, as you do from BestTransactionalfunding.com? TransactionalfundingFL.com ranked 5-star, Florida and Georgia's most convenient and least expensive transactional funder. You can reach us at 954-274-1003. Thanks very much for looking at this transactional funding review.